What is this?
Cinderella.
Cinderella.
We start off with the obligatory sad scene of losing a mother, because Cinderella had to lose a mother in this story. So her father remarried for the sake of their money, the stepmother and her two daughters. Of course, instantly, they don't like Cinderella at all because they're jealous of her beauty, even though she's a little girl. But, you know, her whole life, even after her father died, they treat her horribly. They make her do chores. They, you know, give her crappy clothes. And she has a really crap life. One day, they get a letter, you know, from the palace saying that the prince is hosting a ball. And, you know, they're very excited. And even Cinderella, she wishes, oh, I wish I could, you know, dress up like, you know, a beautiful lady, just, you know, like everyone else and go to this ball. But whatever, the stepsisters are like, okay, go carry our shopping for us, you know, do all our crap. So they get ready for the ball, you know, wearing their tight corsets to fit society standards of what's beautiful. Meanwhile, Cinderella's left at home, you know, moping and crying, wishing she could go. And Fairy shows up. I don't know why the fairy godmother is a man. I guess he's a fairy godfather. So he shows up completely unenthusiastic because he's like, oh, poor girl, she's feeling down. So he shows up. He's like, hey, Cinderella, I'm your fairy god person. So you want to wear tight, uncomfortable corsets, you know, wear suffocating makeup, you know, horrible shoes that'll, like, you know, give your feet calluses and blisters. And she's like, yes, please, I would love to. And he's like, all right, sure. So he whips up his magic. And ta-da, she's beautiful with those horrible high shoes and tight dresses and awful makeup that looks like a clown. And she's whisked away in a carriage off to go to the ball while the fairy just sighs and hates his job.
And meanwhile, in the castle's point of view, you find a traffic full of carriages, and they don't even know what carpooling is. Anyway, the Cinderella comes out in a carriage looking beautiful as ever. The girls were shocked and jealous, and the guys were shocked as well and aroused in her beauty, to say the least.
Glad we don't have a graphic image of this.
Yes. Well, we did not. We had to hide it.
Deleted scenes.
Deleted scenes. Anyway, you find the guy having blushing on, the girl jealous. Why are you looking at her? She's jealous. And you see the stepsisters jealous of Cinderella, not knowing who she actually is. And then you find the girl's like, that dumb blonde probably stole that dress anyway. What's so great about her? And dude's like, what? Oh, she's hot. No, whatever. Meanwhile, Cinderella's suffering from the uncomfortable clothing, the chemical makeup on her face, the uncomfortable glassy shoes that might hurt her ankles. And the guys were surprised and shocked and blushing, very appalled and flabbergasted by her beauty. And you find the prince, and the little sly look on his face, like, yes, I'm going to marry that chick and pregnant her, and then all the princes are going to be very jealous when I have this chick, whatever. You see a mob, you see a little bubble showing lots of sex-crazed males and jealous, bloodthirsty females. You see Cinderella in the very top in the bird view. You see the tables and everything. She's just the center of attention, literally. You see the girls surrounding her and the horny guys. They're getting closer. She's starting to feel uncomfortable. At first, she's very proud of how she looks. And then she's starting to realize the aura, the atmosphere. And then all of a sudden, the prince moves in front of her and blocks all the other guys, saying, screw you guys, I'm the prince, I deserve to have her. And then the guy said, no way, I saw her first, she should be mine. And the guy said, no, I have money, I have more money, so she should be mine. And then the fight starts. The prince kicking the guy in the groin, the guy trying to punch him, and the guy's jumping, and the guy's sneering, and the princess is surprised. Then the prince and the other girls were shocked and appalled about all this. Their men were attracted to the Cinderella instead of their own girlfriends, and they're very mad. So they're very jealous. So while the guys are fighting, they go up to Cinderella and say, you think you're everything. How dare you steal our men? You're lucky that we can't move in these uncomfortable shoes, so instead we're going to verbally harass you. And then everyone's so loud, the noise grew so loud in the party, nobody heard the chime for midnight. And after the 12th chime, Cinderella changed back into her raggedy clothes magically, and all the girls were shocked, while the men didn't notice that they're all unconscious from the fight. But she was glad that she's back to her normal clothes, saying, you guys can kill me, at least I'll die in comfort. And they're all shocked. All the girls are like, whoa, that's appealing.
They're like, wow, unexpected. And then they start to think about it, and they're like, you know what? yeah, screw looking pretty for these guys who don't even like us for who we are. We're not going to be uncomfortable anymore. And they all get rid of their corsets, of course, the step family.
Screw society.
And to get their own revenge on these horrible men, dress them up in their uncomfortable, beautiful clothes. And so Cinderella starts her own marketing for comfortable, and yet attractive clothes for women, so they don't have to fit society standards of beautiful and they can be themselves.